Hey guys, Dr. Shelly here. I'm going to talk to you about hiatal hernias and what they are and what kind of symptoms you can experience and what you can do to fix it yourself. So, what is a hiatal hernia? A hiatal hernia is when the top part of your stomach actually comes up through your diaphragm. Your diaphragm goes in this direction across your abdomen. So, right across your abdomen here, and there's a little tiny opening in your diaphragm, which your esophagus connects to your stomach. So when you eat food, it goes down your esophagus, it goes into your stomach, but it has to pass through your diaphragm. So when the top part of your stomach peeks up through your diaphragm, that's called a hiatal hernia, and that can be excruciating. I had it happen to me once, and I was in so much pain, and I considered going to the hospital. It was so bad. I know about all of this, and yet when you're in that much pain, sometimes, everything all the knowledge that's in your brain goes out the window. But let me assure you that things I'm about to share with you can actually save you a trip to the hospital. And even if you went to the hospital, they wouldn't really be able to do much for you. They could do some imaging to find out that you have a hiatal hernia, but it can be so bad that you think you're having a heart attack when in reality your stomach is just poking through your diaphragm. So it's painful, and I explained what it is exactly. So what do we do about this if you think that you might have a hiatal hernia? Well, the simplest thing to try, and what you should try first, is try to massage your stomach down so it kind of like comes back down through your diaphragm. So I'm going to show you guys here. If your diaphragm's right here, right, you'll probably have pain in this area right here, okay? So you'll be able to feel your ribs right here, but right between there, okay? If it's really painful to touch there, it's a good indication you might have a hiatal hernia. So what you want to do is you want to try and go in this direction and massage down as if you're pulling your stomach down this way. And a good tip when you're doing this is if you breathe in and then exhale, kind of try to massage the stomach down on the exhale. So it might be painful too. That's my disclaimer. But if you take a deep breath in and it makes your stomach pain worse, that's another really good indication that you have a hiatal hernia, because when you breathe in, your diaphragm contracts and kind of moves up a little bit, and it would be irritating your stomach if your stomach was stuck in that little opening in your diaphragm. So the first tip is try to massage your stomach down a little bit. You can even use tools like a percussor or like a little massage gun. You can get those on Amazon. You can get those at Walmart. They're usually around $50, and they kind of just like vibrate, and you can hold it right there on your stomach and try to move your stomach down that way. So that's the first thing to try. The second thing you can try, and you might not want to do this when you're in this much pain, but it works really well, is jump up and down. Okay? If you have one of those little trampolines at your house, those little exercise trampolines, I know that the last thing you want to do when you're in that much pain is jump up and down, but when you jump up and down, there's a good chance that you can actually get your stomach to move down. Think about it. If you're trying to get ketchup or dressing out of a bottle, you would turn the bottle upside down and kind of like go like this to get the ketchup or mustard or whatever sauce to move down in the bottle. So think about that. Jumping up and down can help your stomach to move down a little bit, okay? And if you do that and it relieves some of the pain afterwards, it's a really good indicator that's what you were dealing with. The third thing to try, if those don't get you relief, is find somebody who knows how to adjust the stomach. Yes, that's what I just said, a stomach adjustment. So there's a lot of chiropractors, myself included, who have been trained on how to do this. It is really, really painful to do. I don't like doing this with my patients, but if they tried those other two things and they still didn't have relief and we're pretty sure, if not positive, that it's a hiatal hernia, then I would go ahead and adjust their stomach. And sometimes they scream. There's usually a sound of like, oh God, or something along those lines, but they usually have relief immediately. And if it's not immediately, it's within the hour, because once that stomach comes down out of the diaphragm, all the nerve endings that are in that area that are sending those pain signals to the brain, they can kind of calm down because the stomach is where it's supposed to be. So when I do that with my patients and they start feeling better, I recommend to them that they go home and for the next couple of days, they jump up and down and they still do the stomach massage just to make sure that the stomach stays where it needs to be and it doesn't move back up. Because the diaphragm, that little opening in the diaphragm, it kind of needs to contract back to its regular size. Sometimes it can get stretched out a little bit from the stomach being where it wasn't supposed to be. So I hope these tips help you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you tried any of these and what your experience was. And if you have any questions, let me know. Share this video and I will see you guys all in the next video.